Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Casual Gamer MT channel. Today I want to talk about my Elementless Bow Build, amongst other skills that coincide pretty well with this build. Haven't posted a video in quite some time, but this build has definitely taken over my previous Devil Joe bow build that I did. I think it was one of my first videos. But anyways, let's get to it. I'll show you my equipment, then my decorations, and then my skills. Alright, first off we have the Sierra Coil Bender, which is the Black Diablo's bow. As you can see, it has a hidden element of ice, 150, but without the free element decoration or skill, it is still considered an elementless weapon. Alright, Dragon King Eye Patch Alpha, Nergigante Male Alpha, Kaiser Vambraces Alpha, Odogaron Coil Beta, Lavasioth Greaves Beta, Penetration Charm, Vitality Mantle, Health Booster. Right, decorations, I have a Drain Jewel, which we'll get to the skills. Friendship Jewel. I have the Slider Jewel. I have Protection Jewel, Fire Resistant Jewel, Elementless Jewel. Key item here. Flawless Jewel. Obviously Penetration, Vitality, I went through that. Let's go through skills. Alright, I have a Weakness Exploit level 3, which attacks that hit weak spots have 50% chance to increase affinity. Critical Eye level 2, which gives me a +6 affinity, and this is to try to offset. If you look at the right of the screen under affinity, it is currently at -24. This bow unfortunately has a negative affinity, but the objective is to try to get skills like Exploit and Critical Eye to offset that negative affinity. Stamina Surge, Stamina Recovery Speed, additional 20%. Which I really take advantage of this because I do a lot of power slide and shoots, especially when I'm doing Dragon Piercer, and it really does help to keep the fight going, to keep the attack onward. Fire Resistance level 1, Piercing Shot level 1, which is provided by the Penetration Charm. It increases the power of piercing ammo and Dragon Piercer. Right here, this is the bread and butter right here of this build. Spread / power shots level 1 increases the power of spread ammo and power shot arrows. For archers, a spread shot is when you slide into a ledge or a net or any type of wall that you can bounce back off of. When you do so, anything that's behind you will be attacked by a spread shot. I believe is 5 or 6 arrows spread. Okay, so not only does it increase the attack of your spread ammo and power shots, if you have your power coating equipped and you manage to pull off a spread shot onto a monster and you manage to hit them on their weak spots, you will do a lot of damage. A lot. I promise I will post a video of me doing actual hunting so you can see the damage that you can do. You can pretty much solo a lot of things. Stamina Thief. It will help you exhaust monsters. That's when if you ever see them, they kind of just stop and start panting as they look at the ground. That means they're exhausted. Why not? Some of these decorations that I have installed are maybe not the best, but I've yet to find an expert decoration which increases my affinity. So until I do so, I plan to keep this for now. Agitator, when monsters become enraged, an extra 4 attack, which is not much, but it does increase my affinity by 3%, which it's a good addition. Peak Performance, while active, is when your health is full, an additional 5 damage. Wide range, it does help a little bit. Item effects nearby allies with 33% of their efficacy. Potions, mega potions, antidotes. Actually, not antidotes. Trying to think of what else it will affect. But anyways, moving on. Divine Blessing gives me, while active, reduce my damage by 15%. Affinity Sliding, I use a lot. It takes about 2 to 3 seconds for it to activate after, actually 2 seconds for it to activate after you slide, and it increases your affinity by 30% for about 12 seconds, if I timed it correctly. And again, non-elemental boost, raises base attack for non-elemental weapons. In this case, this Sarah Coilbender. Okay. The reason why I have both piercing shots and spread ammo, spread power shots. In a fight, as the monster moves, you may not be on a terrain where there are a lot of ledges to jump off of, or there's a lot of whatever you call that type of wall that you can scale on and then do a spread shot. You may not be exposed to many of those. So if you happen to be on a flat terrain, piercing shot will give you more variety, more flexibility of still having a wide range of attacks. So I'm using both at the moment. I've seen builds that are purely nothing but power shots and spread shots, and I've also seen builds that are just based off of Dragon Piercer, which can be very powerful, but you have to time yourself precisely. Alright, let's go ahead and equip. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's already equipped. Let's go eat a Might Seed. Alright. Let's go ahead and power slide real quick. There, activate it. And let's attack this little post right here. 106, 131. Let's do a couple more. 131, 131. 131, 131. I just lost the affinity slide in effect. Let's see what we do. Ah, not bad, not bad. Let's attack this bottom part. 106, 106. That's without it being a critical hit. Anything above 100 with a bow per shot, it's not bad at all. So it's actually pretty. It's fun to use. Let's go ahead and do a Dragon Piercer shot. 7740, and let's go ahead and hit a weak spot. I believe this is the weak spot of the post. 95, 95, and 95. Try that one more time. Alright. Show you one more time the spread shot, just so you can see how consistent it actually is. 106, 106, 106, 131. Again, mind you, my affinity is still, if you look at the right side, is still negative 24. With power sliding gives me a 30, so it puts me up to 6%. Plus a Might Seed or whatever, any of your teammates, like Demon Drug, for example, it gives you an extra, extra attack, extra affinity. And if you happen to have Agitator active, that's extra affinity, so you're going to constantly hit with critical attacks. Promise you guys, it's a fun, very fun build, bow build. Again, if I did have the expert decorations, which gives me more affinity, this would be probably a much, much more fun build. But as of now, I haven't found any, so I'm going to go with what I have. But I just wanted to show you that if you do have, this gear is not hard to acquire. The decorations are not impossible to acquire. So if you're still struggling in finding those expert decorations, this could be an alternative, and it's also a lot of fun. Okay? Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concern, or any advice that you can give, I'm still a noob, please feel free to comment. Thanks for watching.